Hi, yeah. You're not putting on the camera now.
Oh, sorry, I didn't realize the camera's on.
No worries. Just to see how many of you guys are there.
Yeah, well, we're around the boardroom table here, so you won't see all of us. We're not on a conference setup. We're on my laptop, so we're just displaying you in front of a big screen.
Yeah, no worries. Like I can get cracking anyway. So yeah, I'll get straight into it. So I'm just gonna quickly run through this presentation. I know you see a lot of these, so I'm gonna keep it really quick and skip over some slides because some videos of our content won't play because of Google and stuff. So I'll just introduce myself. So I'm currently in a filming course in Coláiste Dúlaig, and I built this kind of small little agency around 2 years ago. And we've been working with a lot of, like, for example, a lot of sports companies and a lot of, we're kind of narrowing down now into the home improvement sector and more specifically the solar industry. We are working with some window installers as well, and some media units and stuff. So yeah, that's kind of a bit about me. And Joel, do you wanna?
So yeah. I will introduce myself. So hi, I'm Joel. I'm living now here in Ireland for 2 years. I'm a professional cinematographer and editor, and I work with Stefan basically, as you mentioned, especially like in the advertisement, like doing videos for advertisement and so on. But I'm not only working in advertisement, I'm also like working on bigger productions like real feature movies or documentaries, especially. Um, so yeah, that's about me. So I'm more the creative person
Yeah,
behind our team.
yeah. So Joel's the videographer. We obviously got Jake here. He's based in Cardiff, so he does some of our editing as well. And I'm basically run the Facebook ads, all the meta ad side of things. Um, and yeah, feel free to chime in whenever you feel like it. And yeah, we'll just keep going. So I'll just get straight into it. Why you should choose us in terms of generating leads and generating quote ready buyers. We look at guaranteeing you a minimum of 10 to 15 solid leads every single week. What is solid? It's essentially basically they're engaged leads, they're interested in the product, and they're exclusive only to yourselves. Now they might quote for other solar companies, but they're not like Bark, where you go out and you try and get leads at a higher cost than you would with us, and they're non-exclusive. So they'd be those leads would be bounced around to other solar panel companies. Um, and yeah, I've got permission to show the Facebook Ads Manager with Warren and some of the brainstorming that we've been doing this week. I'll actually just share the tab here to the email there that was shared with us. So this is what we're going to be currently advertising next week. And by the way, you might find it contradictory that why are we working with multiple solar companies. So if you're ever at a constraint, I know Ronan, you were saying that you can take on 500 more quotes. No, not probably literally, but you can take on a lot more than you need, and you probably won't be at capacity within our first month. But if ever Evolve Eco are at capacity, we can send on some leads to you. So they're not ruining their reputation of having people waiting 6 to 7 months for a
Yeah.
quote, and you're getting some leads off the back of it. So it's kind of
Well, how realistic is that, and how do you see a purchase on a lead that's already been given to another company? How do we buy that lead, or how will that work?
for the yeah. So to answer your first question, to how that exchange would happen, it would be between the two of you guys. We would look at some percentage, maybe 15 to 20% of the cost of the lead. The price would be solely down to you guys and how much the project may be, how engaged the lead is in terms of, are they generally just going for Evolve Eco in terms of the project, or are they talking to others? So if I was to put a price on it, I can't really put a price on it, but I'd say maybe 50 to €200 per lead that's in their pipeline. And what was the second question?
Well, it was just how is this deal done, and where is the communication lines? So are they through you, or are they through them? Do we build a relationship with them then as well?
Yeah, you'd build a relationship between them. I'd send you on the WhatsApp or the email, and then you can just communicate there. Um,
Okay.
and yeah, price would be obviously between the two of you. And then we would just
And
ask
are
for.
they happy to send over spill out to competitors?
That's what I'm saying, because they, like, if they were ever at it. And sorry, your second question was how likely it is. It's not very likely because they're not near enough. They're not at the capacity at the minute. We've only started working with them. So but if ever comes down further down the line where they are at capacity, you'd simply send it on the email or the WhatsApp, and then the price would be between you two, if that makes
Okay.
sense. Does that answer your question?
Yeah. So it's a bit of a fairy tale,
Yeah,
realistic moment, yeah.
yeah. Well,
So
I wouldn't say fairy tale, but like it has happened in the past.
okay.
But it's
Was
early
this
days.
with the then, was it?
Sorry?
Was this with the company prior to them that it had happened?
Window installers, yeah. So it isn't with solar panel. It hasn't happened
Yeah.
with solar panel companies with us, but we've seen with other agencies it definitely has.
Okay.
Right. I'll just go back to the presentation. So and then we don't do any zero offers, discounts, or sales tactics. The reason being is, again, they're not like they don't have a realistic budget on their hands in terms of your prospects, and we only look at doing what I showed you here, which is 10 panels plus battery inverter, 10 panels plus eddy hot water diverter. These multi-item packages, you like they just give you not only a lot of sales, a lot of items to sell, but also they have realistic budgets. So I think I've said enough on that. Is there any questions on that?
Not at the moment, no.
Okay. And then we get your ads live in 3 days, something not many agencies can say. And yeah, that's pretty much it. That'd be like an introductory video. It wouldn't be for the ads. Do you want to just quickly run through, Joel, in terms of the fact that we sit down, we go on Figma and brainstorm some content, and then we go on Google?
Yeah, sure. So basically what we will do is like 1 week before we'll make like a date for or a meeting for a shooting is I will be basically sit down with Stefan and we'll go through some ideas and write some scripts, and we'll send them 1 week before we'll have the shooting, and you can check them and read them and think if they're good ideas or if you want to change something. So you're always like involved in our creating process. Then we basically try in a month, try basically to nail it down in 1 or 2 shoots, all the content for the reels. Then basically we'll edit the reels, and then I hand over it to Stefan because he's like in the management of the ads and all this kind of stuff.
Yeah, and you'll have full access to the OneDrive file, so you can make some comments on the OneDrive, so we can gauge like where you're at in terms of each video. Does it align with your brand, etc. So you're kind of mentioned, Ronan, on the call that the junior marketing manager, I don't know if they're there or not, but they're kind of they're working with 10 oil depots. Hi. Yeah, sorry. I can't really see my screen because I'm presenting, but yeah, hi. So like you're kind of working with 10 oil depots, yeah, and also the Class Solar as well. So in a sense, would I be saying that, sorry, Ronan, you were saying that we'd be helping out, kind of alleviate some of the work as well?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And potential there for more work as well if it was successful.
Yeah,
So
exactly.
if you create this content, would we have full ownership of it then once it's produced? So if we could take like aspects of the videos you produce and kind of make our own little stuff as well, is that a possibility?
100%, yeah. So anything
Yeah.
in terms of websites, that's something we're doing with Evolve Eco at the minute as well. We're going to be they're using it for their YouTube, and they're using it for their landing page as well. So 100%, that'll be mentioned in the contract, and something you have full ownership of. And obviously we would ask, we can just use it for sample videos on our own website as well. Yeah. So it'll all be outlined clearly.
Verification at the moment for the drones for surveying.
Okay.
The obligation and the insurance, if you're doing these shoots for is on your back. We just want to make sure that we are we're doing it the right way,
Yeah, and like I mentioned to you, Ron, we're fully insured, and yeah, so that's obviously a plus. So when leads come, go on.
This whole thing, lads, right? Like we are Class Home Energy. That's the brand. That's the company. And from that, then we are Class Solar, Class Homes, and Class Electrical. So if we were to go into this marketing strategy with you, we are biased towards solar, but we have interest there in getting a bit of media together for the other brands as well. Would that come under the same package, like you're dealing with the company and its services, or are we talking solar and a singular price for solar alone?
Yeah, so that's a good question. Are you going to be advertising both on Class Solar and on Class Oil?
Yeah, so so leave Class Oil out for the moment. Class
Okay.
Oil is a completely different monster altogether.
Okay.
That's the golden goose if this goes well for you. But the idea here is that we've got 3 Facebook pages to not confuse people: Class Electric, Class Solar, Class Homes. Very
Okay.
little we'll want to do with Class Homes for the moment. Class Electrical we'll want to do a little bit in relation to EV chargers, EV rads, and house wires. And then the solar is the big baby in it, yeah?
Yeah, that would come
Right.
under the same package then, yeah.
Yeah, so it comes under the Class Home package, 90% biased towards the solar, and that's what the main project would be. But there might be 1 or 2 small images and video reels made for the other brands then as well.
Okay, perfect. Grant.
Yeah?
Yeah, that sounds good. So do you guys have, I'm assuming you have an in-house marketing team, yes?
Yes.
So okay, very good. So we have our own CRM system where we track the leads. We can also do on Facebook leads, and then we can either send this by email or WhatsApp, or if you just prefer to have it go straight to the website. Now, I did see the mobile, the website's grand and everything, but I much prefer what we're going to be doing now. We're working with a web design agency with Evolve Eco Solutions, and we're going to be creating this type of landing page. And what I mean by this type of landing page is, hopefully if I refresh, the survey will come up. It's a multi-survey step through. So basically it increases the intent of the potential customer. So I know you have the calculator there. That's something to mention on the landing page. So I know this is for garden rooms, but just imagine that it said either residential or commercial. I know it does say that on your web. Sorry?
That was myself.
Sorry, could you just, I didn't hear that.
No, we didn't say anything.
There
There was nothing.
Oh, sorry. I just keep because the microphone and everything. But I know you have a multi-step. You have like a 2-step survey on your website. I'd prefer to improve that a bit in terms of the text. Some of the text you can't see on the mobile on the website for Class Solar. So I would like to have a landing page for that, and that would then go either straight to you guys, or we can have it going. Let me go back to this here, where you can see exactly all the contact information, where they are in the pipeline. Are they cold? Are they a bit warm? And just where they are in general. And their
So is this like sales CRM?
Yes, yeah.
Does it take a deal from inception through to like deal delivered, proposal delivered, closed won?
Yes, yeah. So
Okay.
it has 3-step process, like you mentioned, and you can see. We'll comment below each contact where they're at in terms of, are they ready to go immediately? Is this a project they're seeing in 1 to 2 months time, etc. So obviously each lead is going to be have a different project. That goes without saying. So
Transfer it over to there and have it all in the one.
yeah, if you could give us ownership, like we're
Yeah.
not on a HubSpot and we don't intend on having any additional software costs. So yeah, if there's room for an extra admin for no cost, yeah, happy days.
Okay.
While I'm using HubSpot, I'm not sold on it for a couple of reasons. So
Okay.
depending on what's available here and the integrations and how it can, the whole thing for us is that we use Trello as a Kanban for dispatching jobs. So at the moment, any leads that come in through our inquiries end up in the HubSpot contact, and then from the contact it's brought through the sales flow. At
Okay.
the end of the sales flow, it then falls off into Trello to create the card. HubSpot will not talk to Trello for import of the data, which means we're double jamming on the administration side. So if your software was able to convert to create a Trello card and saves the administration on converting those leads, that'll be fantastic as well.
Okay. Right. I'll look into if it communicates, if it's integrated with Trello.
Yeah, it's an Altisan it'll be a plugin and it'll need to work with Altisan in order for it to work.
Okay. Right. That's new to me, so I'll have to look at that later on.
Yeah.
So I'll just the next thing I suppose is the ads manager. We ran ads there for €580, and the cost per click was 25 cents there. That was a sponsor post actually, so it didn't.
Is it 580 per month?
Yeah, it was 580 per month. Yeah, and you can see it was just over 2,000 link clicks. I think it's what, I don't know why it's not adding up there, but that went straight to their landing page. Now we actually don't know because there's problems there with the web developer not responding in time. Nothing to do with us, so we actually don't know in terms of the link clicks to jobs done. So we know there was an increase, but we don't know whether that was to do with the Google sponsored post, whether that was done to the meta. So we'll give you an update next week on terms of the ads, how they're doing, because we'll have a landing page done and we'll know exactly where the traffic is and where the quotes are coming from. But it just gives you a ballpark idea in terms of cost per link click, which is pretty good there. And yeah, in terms of the new ads that'll be running, Joel, do you want to run through one of the videos that we did? Or do you have that ready? Or I can share the OneDrive if you want. Joel, you're on mute.
Sorry. Yeah, I can share it. Wait,
Yeah.
I can.
I'll just.
Is it sharing?
Yeah.
Yeah, you see it? Okay. So this is one of the upcoming reels we will use probably for the ads for the next week for Warren.
Cheap panels.
Just imagine the music.
Thunderstruck, yeah.
But that's one of the projects we didn't that they did in Haddington Road,
Lovely.
and we'd be looking at client testimonials for the landing page videos. Now, in terms of the landing page, is that something you're looking at?
Yeah.
Okay. And the integration with the landing page and HubSpot, I've never used HubSpot personally, so that'll be new to me, but I will let you know on the Trello integration. So that's pretty much it on our side of things. I was gonna ask, just while I have you here, in terms of the sponsored posts that you ran, how well do they do for the class solar?
Not the best. So we initially did a €7 per day.
Okay.
Let me see here. And that got us about 16,000 reach with 3 leads. We looked it up to €10 per day about 2 days ago, and we've got 2 leads in.
Okay.
And we're nearly at a 3,000 reach here.
So altogether, how much has that spent?
48 last week.
Okay.
32 so far this week.
Sorry, it's that's euro, is it?
Yeah.
Okay. Grand. That's grand. Yeah, just because I actually saw, that's how I reached out to you guys. I saw the sponsor post. And with Vantage Media and Zach, you had a call with them, I'm assuming.
I had a couple of conversations with Zach. Yeah.
Yeah.
You're winning so far on your reliability to follow up.
Okay. Right.
So I've taken
from a sales perspective, just that you follow up the lead that comes in on the day.
no, I'd like to leave that aside. Like, rest assured, we'll deliver a quote back to any lead within no longer than 48 hours.
Okay. Yeah.
They'll have a proposal through Open Solar delivered to them.
Okay.
No issue there, and we'll generally follow up within 24 hours of the lead to make contact with the client just to let them know that we're on top of them. That'd be that 12 hours would be what I'd be expecting realistically, who we have sitting behind the laptops waiting to deal with that. But what I'm talking about is, if I want to do a deal with you based on one of your pricing structures there, it'll obviously have to depend here on Kira and what she feels is helping remove workload from her, and where she feels you'll fit into her structure.
Yeah.
Marketing that's provided for us at the moment. But like, is it a month by month thing?
Yeah, it's monthly retainer. We've actually reduced the price because remember you were talking to me on the phone about with a longer term contract reducing the price, which is fair enough if you're committing to us for a longer period. So we've reduced it by 100.
Right. So what you were 8 and now you're 7, or you were 9 and now you're 8. Right. And so if we were to do something like commit to a month or 2 months, on the basis of being whatever an extended contract after that, but if we're seeing it delivered, we roll it over, like, you know. So after an 8-week period, I'll commit to a 6-month contract maybe with you or something like that. For the first month or two, there's no point in me committing $6,000 to you and
100%.
€1,600 in. It's just not working for whatever reason that comes across, you know.
100%. You pay
you or be it me, whatever way it happens, you know.
Yeah, I'm with you there. And with that contract, you'd be paying every month, so it's not a flat rate at the start of the 3 months. That's it.
Okay.
So,
well, I think I was interested in the 3 pricing structures that you had there, because we'd only talked about the first one.
Yeah.
I think in an ideal situation, we leave it at that 4 o'clock. You know, everyone was busy today, so kind of got loads out of it there. Did you come back to me with a proposal? And just include your 3 pricing structures. And myself and Kira will have a chat about it. Tomorrow.
Perfect.
Maybe Tuesday, and maybe we follow up next Thursday. Hopefully, close it out and get the action the next week if we're going to go for it.
Yeah, sounds good, Ron.
Okay, Ron.
We have images there from installs. We have, obviously, as we're a startup, we're spooling up, so we're not an install a day.
So you're at an install a day, is it?
No, we're not at an install a day, which is what I'm saying now is because we do other services as well, and we're only building up the solar.
Yeah,
it'll be important for us sooner rather than later to make this decision, so that the installs that are on the cards at the moment, you can utilize them and get live images from them for your videos. And then what we can do is we can also bring you to existing installations that are probably in prettier locations. We have a lovely one beside Malahide Estuary. Great. So you're shooting over the whole side of the estuary there as well.
Yeah.
And it's a ground mount array as well. So we get you to look at them then as well, you know. Yeah,
sounds good. So the maximum shoots we do is 2 per month. If in the case that we don't do all the 10 videos, by the way, you got 10 videos for the month, and we look at 5 of those videos being for ads, and then the other, maybe you want to reproduce the 10 into organic side of things, and then the other 5 would be long form content for the either YouTube, if you're on TikTok and Instagram and all that sort of stuff.
Yeah.
Perfect. That sounds great.
Yeah, so that's us. So
just shoot. Kira, what do you, Kira?
Is there someone in your team who feels comfortable enough to be in front of camera for interviews or voiceover?
That'll be the hostage negotiations that I go through over the next couple of
days. Okay.
I have a very beautiful CEO of the group sitting at the end here, and if you had hair like him, you'd love to be in front of the screen, you know. So we won't let him out of the room just yet.
Okay, no worries.
Okay, Grant.
Well, listen, I appreciate the time, and we'll be.
Lads, actually, one thing on that.
Yeah.
So, like, Joel, you're a videographer and camera as well. So maybe we could just shoot us a breeze there, and maybe doing a couple of team images for us as well. Meet the team so that we can put them onto our website. If we have a professional photographer there, why not utilize it? I don't mind throwing a couple of £100 for that if needs be. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, sure. Yeah. We have lights, everything. We can come, even, or if you're interested even in green screen or something, I can bring it. So, sure.
I'm very interested in the creativity, lads. So, you shoot the breeze with us. You bring us the ideas, and we'll say yes or no. Don't expect me to come up with them. You'll be a couple of weeks talking to me if that happens, you know.
So, for expectations for next week, you want some scripts for potential.
No, all I want you to do is give me a proposal.
Yeah.
Ideally land it to me tomorrow, so myself and Kira have the weekend to go over it.
Perfect.
We'll come back to you. You come back to me then on Wednesday next week, And
Yeah.
if we're going further with it, the next thing will be to do another one of these quick conference calls.
Yeah.
Or meet up for coffee somewhere and we get the whole thing moving.
Yeah, we're close
Yeah.
by, like you said. So coffee sounds good to us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Perfect.
That sounds perfect.
Appreciate
Okay.
you making it happen, yeah?
No worries.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Talk
Okay.
soon.
Cheers.
Thanks so much. Happy Easter.
Yeah, you too.
Cheers.
All right.
I didn't actually catch that email. It doesn't matter. She got me on LinkedIn anyway.